Hi, y'all.
Hi, guys. How y'all doing? This is Kevin and Kim with Kevin and Kim Outdoor Adventures, back with you again. Today we are going to talk about
camping hacks.
We've had many people come to us and they have said, hey, can you guys got any more tricks or any more tips for us camping? Because you guys got lots of experience. And so
we do, actually.
We do. So we've made a list of some of the
camping hacks
or tips that we have, and they are going to be as follows. So
we have Christmas lights.
We got a propane tank refill valve.
Shoe rack over the door.
We have a shoe rack on the bed of the RV.
Laundry chute.
Talk about eggs, about how to store your eggs.
Hammocks.
Then we will talk about doing with how to get wood with an electric saw.
And how to start a campfire.
With a blowtorch.
A blowtorch.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off with Christmas lights. How would we use Christmas lights in camping? Well, we love bugs. No, we really don't. As you can tell in previous videos. But using the green lantern.
Yeah, using a lantern a lot of time when you go to a campsite, whether you're, and these, keep in mind, all these can be used either whether you go tent camping or whether you go in an RV or any kind of, camping. So using a lantern definitely
draws bugs. And
yes.
We don't like bugs. So he came up with the idea of Christmas lights, and we would string them underneath our canopy over the table. We can eat when it's dark, play games, and will not attract bugs. So we buy them, replenish them after Christmas because they're like 25 cents.
On sale after Christmas.
On sale. So pick them up. And then multicolored, red, white, whatever you fancy.
And they really provide enough light for your whole campsite.
Yeah. And then we do a string across the campground a little bit, just so we have a little bit of light, so we don't trip, break a toe or, Hack is we like to put Christmas lights out. Gives it just enough around your campground, but it doesn't attract bugs. And who wants bugs? So
as you can see, the Christmas lights work really well.
Okay, next we're going to talk about how to save money with your propane tank.
Yes, as previous videos that we made before came across, we use a lot, whether you're using a lantern, once again, or using a Coleman or anything, use those 1 pound, the small little 1 pound tanks. Buying them at Walmart, runs you about, two for about $8, $7.98 or something.
Yep.
And, us being weekend warriors, we, like to cook outside and use the Coleman and whatnot. We would always go through several of those
and we'd have
tanks.
to run back in and find some more and keep replenishing them, keep some on stock.
Right. So
it becomes a hassle.
So we came across this refill valve. We usually have our grill, or now we have a Blackstone that we have with the big propane tank. You also have propane tanks that most people have them with their RVs that you can use as well.
Right.
We
just fill them up when they come empty, and saves you lots of money.
Saves lots of money because you could fill up the small 1 pound tanks from a 30 pound propane tank you can probably get about 40 fill ups with just one big propane tank, and it only costs you $15 to go refill the.
Right, and if you do the math,
yeah,
that's a big savings.
Definitely worth. We'll have if you check out the link up above. We've got our video that we've actually made. I did a whole video on us doing the actual
how to use one,
how to use it, and how to do the propane tank.
That'll be good.
So yeah, check that out. Get a little tip, save some money.
Yeah.
All right. How to fill up these bottles.
Get this adapter. Attach it. Fills up. Camping hack.
So the next item on our list,
We're going to talk about shoe racks and the multi-purpose that you can use them. We have small items and we didn't know where to put them, and we came up with the idea of hanging it over the bathroom door. And we like to put trash bags for the kitty litter, and just small items that would get misplaced. We tried heavier items, and that would
kind of weigh down on the door and stuff. So
I would avoid heavy items, but small items that you could get lost easy. Okay, so I have a tip for y'all. We got this shoe rack that fits nicely behind our door, and we like to put storage in it. These are for our kitty litter and extra bags that we have, and then just you fill it what you kind of need for extra storage. We also did use this prior to our RV. We put it outside in under our
canopy.
Canopy.
As you know, we did a lot of tent camping
Yeah.
and everything before. We used to, because we're new to this RV world.
Yep.
And definitely we would have, our
Spices, spatulas.
Cooking spray, spatulas, some trash bags. So that's kind of where
Yeah.
we started the idea, because we use that and we just hang it on our canopy whenever we go camping. So.
Right. So what do you guys use your shoe rack for? Any other tips that I'm not aware of? Please put a comment down below, and we'd like to hear about that. But speaking of
shoes, always having around.
tripping over tall girl shoes.
Always having them in front of the door of the camper or outside the steps or anything else with all these extra
Yeah.
shoes. So
We saw on Pinterest where they would take a shoe rack and cut it and staple it underneath your bed.
around the bed.
Right.
Around the skirting of the bed.
Yeah. You also can take one of these shoe racks, and right here at the seam, if you just cut it right down on all of them, this you can place around the bed and use it as a shoe rack, which is really meant for. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So my husband came over here and he just attached it with some staples. Look, and it goes all the way around the bed. And it hides because, it sticks out. So
as you see in the video, where we've kind of installed that around the bed, and this really definitely is a good feature. The one thing that we would suggest, and we've seen some other channels where they've actually got a different type of shoe rack. The one we have was kind of smaller.
yeah.
And so I wear size 11 shoes, tennis shoes and all that, and they had a hard time sometimes.
Yeah, and that was bought at Dollar General. The other one over the door was bought at Walmart. So that might make a huge difference.
It might be, I think, there's some that you can get online at Amazon or Wayfair or anything else that actually have a little bit bigger pouches.
I never thought of that. Yeah, that's a good.
That would be the only downside with ours, the one we did, and it's because we actually had an over-the-door shoe rack that we cut up and repurposed for that reason.
Yeah.
But it still does work, still does hold for water shoes and sandals and
tennis shoes.
every one of the girls' shoes are Autumn and Nathan's shoes. It fits perfect.
Just not his.
Yeah, just not mine. I gotta have a special box or a tote for my big honking shoes. So,
Okay, so the next, this is my favorite tip, hack, is we used to store our dirty laundry. And please share, where do you put your dirty laundry?
What do people do with their laundry? We see, depending on whatever size camper, whatever size rig that you have.
Where do you put it?
Yeah, I mean, space is definitely, storage spaces.
Yeah,
is
we thought
limited.
maybe put it in the bathroom, in the shower, but then when you take a shower, you have to remove it. I didn't want to do that. So we started under the bed, our bed, for storage.
Right, because we always had to lift up the bed, and every time we had to get
so
dirty laundry, and we'd
heavy.
store the laundry under there. That was always such a pain.
Yeah, so we were talking, and he suggested under the couch, and I was like, brilliant. And then there was a space in between the wall that you could just drop your item into the basket that's underneath, and that's my favorite hack. Here we put the dirty laundry, and we used to put it under here, but it was so heavy that we realized that there's a gap here. You can see, I can put my hand down. And so what we did is we literally put a laundry basket. We actually put a laundry basket down there, and it catches all the dirty laundry. And we have 2 access. We can open up the couch to get to it, to pull it out when we're done. Oops. It is. It's my favorite hack. Yeah. So please share. Please share with what you do with your dirty laundry. That'd be great.
So as you can see in the video, this is what we do with ours. So it actually does work out good. Basket's right down underneath, and we're ready to go to do laundry. We just lift it up, pull out the dirty laundry. It's out of the way.
Hi guys. So our next camping hack is eggs.
Eggs. We love eggs.
eggs.
So us being on keto diet and doing the keto thing, low carb.
We have eggs every morning.
Every morning we have our staple of eggs, and usually it's scrambled eggs with some bacon or sausage or whatever yummy
Some
stuff.
Veggies. However, cracking those eggs every day, sometimes in the heat or raining.
How we really began with this was when we used to do a lot of tent camping. As you go and put egg cartons and everything in the cooler, they get wet or they get buried at the bottom.
Soggy.
And it was always such a mess. So we ended up getting those
Yellow
camping,
right.
Whatever
and
egg
you see it in the video.
Which works
does.
okay. It does do better, but then again, in the cooler, it always was either at the bottom or at the top, or they would fill it with water.
Yeah.
There was always something with that.
Yeah.
So once we saw on Pinterest, of course Pinterest is our friend, someone showed where using a
coffee creamer,
like an old coffee creamer bottle,
and they would put every 2 egg line. That way, if you need 2 eggs, you can just dump it, and you'll see the line.
Yeah.
So we just scrambled it at home and pour it into there, and then we're ready to go.
And one coffee creamer bottle actually will hold an 18 pack of eggs.
That's pretty good.
So you can scramble them up and everything, and then that fits right down into the cooler, and you don't have to worry about it getting wet. It's easy, it goes right in the corner.
Right.
And we use that even still today in our RV because who wants to spend the time cracking eggs, and plus just storage.
Yeah.
Storage, no matter what, you're always trying to fight as much storage space you can.
Right.
So we could do 18 eggs and have it in a small little coffee creamer thing, and it just goes right inside the door.
Yeah.
And then, if we're going to be an extended trip or we need more eggs, then we crack it up, put it in there.
Yeah, we just fill it up.
And then we also don't have all that trash at the campsite. So it kind of helps store, kind of a twofold thing.
Right.
But
hi, guys. Another camping hack I want to share with you. This is your creamer for coffee, and we like to put eggs in it. Just crack some eggs. They were full. That's fine. Just scramble them. Usually we have a funnel that we would help pour us, but it's got a spout right here, so we're just going to do this. And hopefully it works. And then you just pour it in. We actually spent time and did 2 eggs at a time and filled it all the way up. That way, if you're doing pancakes and it requires 2 eggs, you know how much 2 eggs are. Just a camping hack to make life easier while you're camping, because who wants to spend time cooking when you can be out hiking, boating, rafting, making those memories.
so, as you see, whatever in the video, that's kind of what we do. You can see Kim that she does the prep work and everything in our little video.
And then he cooks. Okay, so our next camping hack is hammocks.
Hammocks. One thing we love to do is we love, of course,
Trees.
as you all know, Kim and her trees. We're out here at one of our campsites that we usually go, and here enjoying the trees that are changing and the lake in the background. But we love hammocking.
Yes.
It's, you know, we'll spend the day and go put out some hammocks and just sit out there and read a book, or, you know, just relaxing. There's, you know,
But of course, nature comes sometimes and it gets wet.
and when it rains.
So you have
So what do you do?
The kids were out there shaking it, trying to dry it, and right below their feet was a walking stick. And I said, as you see in the video, you see Kevin propping it up, and it dries faster.
It does. So
Simple.
we'll set it up and do that, and then it'll dry out real quick. And
30
real easy.
minutes or less, actually.
Yeah.
The wind's blowing, the sun's out. Yeah,
And we don't have to worry about taking the hammocks down.
right.
So.
Hi, we're going to have another hack, another tip that we do. We have hammocks set up, and a lot of time when it rains, you usually get cold water from the wet. The best thing to do is you take your walking stick, take any kind of stick, and you can spread it open like so. This will help your hammock to dry a lot faster, so you're able to get back and enjoy it and use it again. Just a nice little hack.
About that, but yeah,
That's a good one.
it is. I like that.
Okay.
One thing we also like camping is you always need to have a campfire.
Yeah.
I like doing them s'mores and having the campfire in the evening. So you always got to get wood.
Get wood.
We're not one to go and buy wood or anything else, because we try to save money.
Yes.
So not spend money. But where we go, there's always plenty of down trees or wood or anything else.
Yep.
And typically, anytime we first get there on day one, we go and get all our wood and everything else we're going to do.
And didn't you have a handsaw?
I did.
You had
So-
a handsaw, and I brought a little hatchet.
Little hatchet, and I had a handsaw. So I used to actually cut with the hatchet and split the wood with that.
Yes.
Or cut with little handsaw and
Yep.
cut up the wood. All right. Being in all the years of doing with construction, found out always had a sawzall and took it going camping. So take a sawzall with a wood cutting blade, and it works wonders.
Game changer.
It is. But you definitely got to know how to use the sawzall and use it properly.
If you see the video of me, I thought I had to
Go back and forth.
Back and
use
forth?
a regular saw.
and then he was like, no, I guess you don't have to, apparently.
Yes. So she thought she was just giving it an extra little help with the reciprocating saw.
Yeah.
So, but definitely works
It helps,
great.
yeah.
So instead of using a regular handsaw or whatnot, or
A little hatchet.
Hi, all right, here's another little trick that I always do. You can pick up one of these reciprocating saws. This is just kind of like an off-brand kind of reciprocating saw. This is what we do when we're at the campsite to cut up our wood that we have. It works really well. Some people use an axe, some people use a chainsaw. I don't know about chainsaw, but you just need pretty much any power source. And just like that. So pick up a reciprocating saw and you can use to cut for your campfire, for your firewood. So speaking of campfires, the last thing on our list that we're going to talk about is lighting a campfire, starting a campfire.
There's many ways you can do it. There's not a wrong way.
You can use flint and steel. You can rub a couple sticks together. You can
Lighter fluid and charcoal.
matches and lighter fluid, douse it. With all that. So,
However,
one of the best, easiest kind of thing. And this is something I've had for years that we've used. It's easy. It's available. It's ready to start the fire. Is using the little handheld blowtorch.
yes.
check out that video. Check out the video that we attached. Actually did a how-to because Kim didn't know how to use it.
I know, right?
So
I do now.
She knows how to now. Then if she ever has any questions on how to use it, she's got the YouTube video to go back to.
I can't. That was funny because I probably would. Like, how did he sweat? Yeah, I would do that.
So.
Because I checked YouTube to see how to use one because he was gone. And there was nothing out there.
Right.
So I said, please, for the other people out there. And the one thing I asked him when he was doing it one day, can you refill it with the, what do you call that?
With the propane refill valve.
And he said you could.
You could. Same,
How about
same
that?
size connector.
How about that? That's amazing.
So. All right. So now I'm going to demonstrate on using this quick fire, the torch, to go ahead and make a campfire. So like I said, you can do old school using matches or doing, you know, lighter fluid or whatever else, or a small little lighter. I do things, you know, better way. I really work smarter, not harder. So this is kind of a real quick little. So there you go. So that's pretty much all there is to light a campfire with the torch. So hope you enjoyed this little trick. But these are just some of the tips and hacks that we have come up through the years that kind of
help us while we're camping and RVing.
Makes your life easy and kind of enhance some of the camping experience. Those Kevin. If any of you guys out there, if y'all have any you know, other hacks or any kind of things that you guys do, we would love to see them. You know, put them in the comments down below.
Yes.
We always enjoy the comments from everyone and with that. So if you guys got any other thing to add, that'd be great. You know, but we just hope you enjoy some of our little tips and tricks that we have come up with through the years.
Yes.
And kind of make your camping experience as enjoyable as ours. So appreciate all that. If you enjoy our videos, please don't forget to make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and that way you can tune in and get other videos and other things that we come out with. We really appreciate, thank you all the support that we've had and everybody that supports us with our channel.
Yes.
So
thank you.
Anyway, all right, take care. We'll talk to you again.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And cut.